Hello everyone, and this is going to be something I've actually never done before, and it is a review of Overwatch. I've been playing this game. I've certainly logged in enough hours to do a review. I'm at level 107, where I never thought I'd actually be in this game. I didn't think I'd ever sink that much time into it, but I have, and I'm very happy that I have, because it is a phenomenal game. And I am very excited to discuss what makes it so great as I play this 1v1, which may be a little bit distracting because I do not have the equipment to do a voiceover. I just don't have that kind of luxury. So if I ever seem distracted or if I'm silent for an awkward second, just ignore it. Don't dislike the video. I'm already doing pretty bad. I don't get a lot of views, and I haven't uploaded in like 2 months because some personal reasons. So I don't really want you guys to dislike my videos. Please don't. I'll just be busy winning these 1v1s. So Overwatch. What were my initial reactions to Overwatch? Well, originally, so I don't know, maybe I'll be able to insert some text. It'll say like original or like initial reactions. At first, I listened to what a bunch of the ranters said, and I was like, it's a clone of TF2. Even though I'm a console gamer who used to just have a PS2 and a Wii U, so I never played TF2. Wow. I was basically just a band along. I didn't have much experience with games. Like I said, a giant collection of PS2 and Wii U games. So I wasn't very experienced for the real gaming. I don't know, I'd consider PlayStation 2 gaming real gaming, and in my opinion, it certainly is. But when I found out about it, and of course I was just like, okay, I'm a band along, what am I gonna think? It's a TF2 ripoff. So I had friends who had a PS4, and I didn't, so I'd say, oh, I don't like Overwatch. It's a TF2 ripoff. Who wants that? It's so stupid. And then I talked to some of my friends and they told me about it, and I watched some gameplay and I was still like, it's kind of dumb. Talked even more about it, watched even more gameplay, and I was like, okay, this year I want to get a PlayStation 4 and a bunch of games. I guess I'll put Overwatch on the list. Who cares? I ended up getting more and more excited about it, and eventually it rose to like the top of my list for Christmas. And I didn't have high expectations or anything, because at this point I didn't like Overwatch. Now I was excited to play it, of course. I'm a kid and I was excited I was going to get a game. It's pretty cool. So I get the game and I start to play it. And I don't have any skins. And I see the skins and I'm like, I want those. So I just keep playing to try to get skins. So now, here I am. Why is Overwatch so addicting? Overwatch is so addicting because it is a hero-based shooter that will never leave you without a goal or unsatisfied. Now, sometimes you may get bored of it, but that's just because you were playing 10 hours straight for a little while. That's the only reason you'd ever get bored of it. The gameplay is phenomenal, and I always was searching for skins or searching for levels and or just trying to be better than whoever I was playing against and hoping that one day it would be better. and I just wanted to grow, and it was just this need to keep growing in the game, and it was this need, and I wouldn't say it's a need, that makes me sound like a bit of an addict, but it's great. It's got a, like, the characters are so in depth, they all have personalities and backstories, and the skins are amazing, they're culturally amazing, they take different aspects of all the characters and they'll amplify them or whatever, it doesn't matter. And since you're always playing these different characters in different ways against different people playing different characters, whatever it is, you're always playing differently, and there's always new maps being added, and and eventually you'll get a new character added, and it's amazing, and then you have more varied gameplay. And with games like this, where you're just grinding and grinding and grinding, you need that variety to keep the gameplay feeling fresh and feeling addictive. It's something that I actually want to talk about when I make my Destiny review. I'm actually going to talk about this a bit more, because it is also, it's a similar game, in the idea that there's a lot of grinding. And it's unlike any game I've ever played before. It's so addictive. And the art style. Let's talk about the art style for a second. I was talking to a redneck neighbor of mine. I live down in the south. And he had even heard about it. He had heard about Overwatch. And I said, so I asked him, what do you know about Overwatch? He said, I just know it's got a very cartoony art style. And I don't know if I'd necessarily call it cartoony, but it definitely does have an animated feeling art style. It's not going for an ultra realistic art style, and it shouldn't. It brings so much more personality to all of the characters. The art style, the way that they're drawn, the way that they're designed, it feels so much more real, and the characters feel so much more real, even though they're not. Like, somehow they managed to do that with the art style, and I think that that's crazy. And the characters are, like I said, they have in-depth, personalities and backstories, and all of their weapons or whatever are so varied, and they're always trying to keep the game balanced, which is something very respectable. They're not giving you, since it is an online hero-based game, they're not ever trying to just give you, make their one character that's ultra powerful and better than all the rest, because then it wouldn't be fair and it wouldn't be varied and fun. And it's fantastic. It really is. Everything from the Highland shows like now. And another one of the things here, this is another thing to talk about. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright guys, I've never done a review before on this channel. I have no idea. You can't blame me. I'm just playing Overwatch while I'm doing it too. So I'm sorry. But another great part of this game is play the games. It's another way it keeps the gameplay feeling fresh. Is the amazing play of the game. It forces you to get better if you want to strive for that fantastic feeling of play the game. And I want to show you something really quickly. We were talking a second ago about the skins and the characters. I want to show you a character named Anna. This character is one of the perfect examples. She's a Middle Eastern. Alright, and this is one of the reasons it's better than TF2. The characters are more, racially ambiguous, or not even that, but varied. And I've used varied a lot, but that's because it's a game with so much variety that it needs to be mentioned a lot. This character, a Middle Eastern sniper who snipes medicine into people, who's also a grandma. Alright? Let's take a look at it, alright? Once we get into the epic skins, they take two different parts of her and they make it extreme. They take the old lady grandma healthy person, they take it and they put the first aid signs on her, and they take off her hood so you can see her hair and everything. She looks very kind. And then there's Shrike, and they They take away the first aid kit looking things and they make her look more robotic, and that's where the sniper bit comes in, you know? And then we go to the legendaries and we have Wadget, which is a kind of, and I don't know if I said that wrong, which focuses on the sniper bit and, you know, all the medicine ideas. And then, you know, Wasteland was the same idea. And then Captain Amari, which kind of focuses on her past and, you know, who she used to be and who she is. And that kind of focuses on her character and not just her gameplay. This is very cool. If we also go to Soldier 76, we have the original Soldier. We have this Soldier 76, which is an awesome version where he's old and he's messed up and he's still strong though. He's got a machine gun. And then we've got Strike Commander Morrison, which is him, but this is when he was back in the Overwatch. And then there's Commando 76, and that's him as like a soldier with a machine gun. Same with Night Ops. And there's Daredevil, kind of taking the American side of him, and it's pretty funny. But now, I think there is one part of this game that needs to be recognized. I don't know. I'm gonna go to credits and see if I can show you it. Or is it just, yeah, it's probably gonna show credits. I don't know why I thought that would show me anything. Yeah. But this game has a story. It does. And all the characters are woven into the story and they all have their backgrounds, and that's fantastic. But there's a little intro scene of Winston. And if you've heard of Overwatch, you've played Overwatch, you know what this intro scene is. But it's this gorilla guy, it's Winston, and he's making a video to the Overwatch. And he's telling them, he's saying, like, you guys remember when we fought the Omnics, which are like these robots? And he's like, well, we have to do it again. There's more Omnic terror crises. And it's kind of powerful in some ways. It's kind of moving. As moving as a gorilla talking to a camera can be. And, it inspires you to want to go on this adventure with the Overwatch and band them back together. Because they've kind of split up at this point, and the government has stopped them, and it's dumb, because if they ever have a story, that'll be fine. The game is not complete. It's Origins Edition. This is the beginning of the game. But it is a multiplayer, hero-based game. So, what are they gonna do? They've created the story that I'm invested in. I want to actually bring the Overwatch team back together, get new people, and I want to fight the Omnic Crisis. But I can't, because it's not an actual thing you can do. For some reason, you're fighting each other, and it's ridiculous. That is the only problem with the game. And if you have a problem with that, I mean, I'm sure other people can find problems with it. Like, they technically shipped out a game before it was finished. But I love it. I recommend it, and it is so much fun. But the story is not there, and it should be. And on that note, I'm going to leave you off. First review. Hopefully my recording didn't fail, and it actually recorded. So, goodbye.